Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to my channel and thanks for joining me for another video. This is Marquita from At Home with Quita, and here I share tips on how to plan a balanced life. So if you're new here, I hope you'll consider subscribing. So in today's video, I thought it was time for me to do another flip through of my setup because I've made some changes and I just try to do flip throughs every now and then. You guys seem to really enjoy those types of videos. So I said, why not do a quick flip through? And then also I've been wanting to give something away for some time. You guys know every now and then I try to give something away. And so today's video is going to include a giveaway and I'm really excited about that. As you guys know, some time ago I picked up this coach cover and I really enjoyed it. It is supposed to be A5 size, but it happened to be the size that fit a mini planner perfectly. So I have two of these to give away. So I'm gonna give them away to you all. So that is what we're doing today, a quick flip through, and then I'll talk to you about how the giveaway works. So let's get into it. All right, so first and foremost, let's go ahead and open this planner up and I'll talk to you about what the cover is and all that is contained here. I try to do flip throughs every now and then, especially for newbies. There's some of you who have just subscribed, especially because I did a collaboration with Random Plans and some of you may be here from her channel. And I just get lots of new people and I like to show them how my planner is set up. So let's go ahead and start and just flip through this and I'll talk you through everything. All right, first and foremost, this cover, which is completely stunning, by the way, is coming to our shop soon, Fancy Plans Co. This is our ostrich cover. So this is a ostrich vegan leather cover. It is superb, and I cannot wait to get these in. We do have another cover coming first before this one, although I have secured the payment and everything has been done for this cover as well. So they may come in at the same time, but that other cover will be launched first. And I haven't talked you through that yet because I haven't ordered samples. I didn't get any samples for that yet, so the samples should be coming in soon, and when they come in, I'll be able to share with you guys those details. But this planner I showed you guys in a previous video, it is going to be our more premium product. We are first launching a budget-friendly cover that is coming Monday, so set your alarms. Our quilted vegan leather covers are coming finally, and they will be launching on the 15th of November. But this is what I'm in. This is the sample that they sent me to test out, and I loved it, so I just decided to keep it as my planner setup. So that is what I'm using here. Again, vegan leather, of course. And so that's kind of how she looks from the front, back, and side views. I have top tabs and side tabs, and so you'll be able to see that when I flip through. All right, so let's open this up and show you guys what I have in this pocket first. So I've got just some inbox sticky notes, floral, this week project, our rose header, and then I have our transparent sticky notes here. So I just keep that tucked in. Addison needed money for ice cream, so I was gonna give her a 20, then I said, you know what, let me find some change. She only needed $1. She gets ice cream on Fridays, so I kept that in here. I'll be putting this in my wallet soon. And then these are our cards for our next go around. So we try to change them every now and then. We do have a planner box that is launched, so you can pick that up. We have about another week left on the pre-sale, and then they'll be shipping on the 29th of November. So this is the card for that. So that'll be included in every planner along with 2 freebies. So if you saw my Instagram, you already know what those freebies are. They're really cute and you'll see them in my setup. And when I get to that, I will definitely show you. So I'm gonna pull this out so I can show you how chunky she is just outside of that. So I have a frosted cover. Again, I told you guys I have side tabs, and then I also have top tabs because I like to split things up. I also have my mild liner here, and then I have our new pins that are in our stationery box, the planner stationery box again that I just talked to you about. And this is what pin is included. We have refills for them and everything in the shop. So if you run out, you don't have to toss the pin. You just can get a refill and you'll be completely fine. So that's the pen I'm using for everyday writing. It's gorgeous. And then I also love, for just a little bit more of a bold print, to use the Papermate Flare. So that's my fave. And then I'm also using the transparent discs in 1.50. We do have these in 2 sizes, and then 2 more sizes are probably coming soon. We have a ton of things coming, you guys. I'm so excited about the direction that Fancy Plans is going in. So that's how that kind of looks, you know, when you pull it out. then just to show you the cover again, super gorgeous, great quality cover. It's just really pretty with the ostrich pattern. Okay, so let's go ahead and start flipping through this so you can see exactly how I've got things set up. All right, so again, we have a frosted cover here, and then we get to our first initial page, which is a vellum page. These are our word of the year vellums. You guys know we do these every year, so I'm working on them for 2021. They'll have the same words. And last year I allowed you guys to send me suggestions, but I think we have so many that we may not need any additional words. But I may open it up for you guys to suggest to me what other words I should add, but I think we should be good. I also have a little page marker here that I love the way it looks on the outside cover like this. I just love to be able to see through to that word, and I like the different elements here and the stack, you know, it's kind of stacked, and I just like the look of it. So I'll be changing this out. My word of 2022, I don't know what it is yet, but it's always going to be balanced, but I'm going to choose a new word this year. I feel like I kind of achieve somewhat balance in terms of family and work, but I think it's just always going to be a struggle for me. Then we get to the name vellums. So I have that here. I just love vellum. Our vellum is not your typical little thin vellum. It's like a cardstock vellum. So those are available. Everything is Fancy Plans Co., by the way. So I'm not going to say this came from here, this came from there. There have been times where a couple of things were from other shops, but this whole entire planner, including the cover, is from Fancy Plans Co. I can't even believe I said that out loud. Okay, so 2021 year at a glance pages, which I use all the time, and we do have them for 2022 as well. So I'll be popping that in soon, so that way I can go ahead and start to track some things. Then we have our mini page marker here, so that way I can get to where I need to be with the at a glance pages. And then we get to our clear. I love these because you can stack them on top of different things. So we have a ton of these in the shop. I'll be adding some new designs soon, but these are great for being able to stack on top of vellum. So that's what I did there. All right, then we get to our little pocket sleeves. I recently added this to my planner. I'm thinking about adding it to the shop, but I'm looking for a vendor so that way I don't have to punch over holes. They come standard with hole punches, and I don't like that. I want it to be able to have just either no punch, hole punch, or disc punch. And then I also want our logo on them, but I love these. And so I've just got a couple of things in here. And so I'll show you what that looks like. So first and foremost, the top weekly task cards. Those are what are coming when the planner boxes start to ship, and then in every ongoing order thereafter. So I love these. I love the ombre look of them. And so you can write in your weekly tasks and stick them in an adhesive pocket, which we have a ton of those in the shop, or you can stick it in something like this. It's up to you. You can stick it in your pocket of your planner. It's perfect. So this will be the freebie that's coming in all future orders, but it's going to start shipping with the planner box first. So just take note of that. Then I have our transparent sticky notes here with a little photo of Addison and I. I have date dots that I use all of the time, and then I have our transparent page flags here as well. Then we get to November. This is going to be the new design for our planners, only for the planner box, not for a la carte planners that you buy now and ongoing in the future, because we just have so many of those in stock that those would have to go to waste. So I need to get rid of those first before I transition to this new design. So this is only for the planner box. But first we have a divider dashboard. I have our stickers here. So this one says calendar. And just to talk to you really briefly through the subjects, I have calendar, home, meal plan, self-care, finances, work. And then the next 6 are faith, school, personal, family, brain dump, and lists. So our dashboards always come in a set of 6 unless they're top dashboards, which come in a set of 4. This is just a random dashboard that I created, but my top tabs are next month, routines, fitness, and then I have one more back there, notes. So we have top tabs in a set of 4 and then side tabs in a set of 6. All right, so we get to the month of November, which is what we're in right now. I've got my monthly spread done. I keep a checklist in here so that way I don't forget to plan for certain things. I did go ahead and plan out my month, but I didn't write in the date, so I do need to go back in and write in the date. These stickers are from our watercolor floral sticker book. So cute. I love them. And they're the perfect size to fit in your monthly spread. So that is what I've included here. And then we get to the first week of November. As you can see how I plan, I typically write my meeting prep stuff on the left-hand side. Anything I need to buy from anywhere is going to go here as well. Then I try to do intentions. I'm trying to get better at that. My intentions will be a word of the week, a scripture of the week, and a quality that I want to work on for that particular week. So I write it in, but then I always forget to come up with what that is. So I got to do better. And then I write some one-off to-dos that I need to write here that don't fall on a particular day, but I want to make sure that I do them. And then I have a to-do list. This transfers from week to week. And as I get things done, I check them off. So this is how that week looks. These are all Fancy Plans Co. stickers. I've been trying to use only our products because I want to be able to share with you guys how our products work and how to use them. So sometimes that's hard when I'm using other companies' products because I have a whole shop that I need to be able to use my products as well. So not to say that I never use other companies' products, but that's been my focus right now. So I'll probably need to blur that out. So don't forget to blur that out. This is Addison checked out some library books and we've got to return them. So this is my little dashboard that I created to get to the today. We do have the half page frosted and clear dividers that you could put here that has a little tab at the top. You could put your today sticker on there so that you could easily get to your week. I do have a teardrop paper clip here just for decor and be able to, as you saw, I have the library paper stuck in right here. I just like to be able to pop some things in here. And then on my transparent sticky note, I have a affirmation that I look to. It says, I control my own happiness. I love that, so I keep that there. And then this is how the spread looks for the week. These stickers are also from the watercolor floral sticker book. So it's such a pretty sticker book. The way it's laid out has a group of, I believe, 7 color schemes. And so it makes it easy to plan for that particular week. So this is the week that we're in. And then I went ahead and did some preliminary planning for next week. I know some things that are going on, so I just went ahead and wrote them in. All right, so I'm using the vertical layout and I've been loving it. And so we'll see how that progresses. I think I'm gonna go ahead and finish out with the vertical layout to the end of the year. So that is what's here for December. I do have a tab here that says next month, as you can see. And then this is the other card that you'll be receiving in the planner box once they ship. And then after that, in every order, you'll receive this card. And then you'll also receive the card that I just showed you that says the weekly tasks. Let me show you again, just in case you forgot. This card as well. So these are both of the freebies that are going to be included once the planner box ships. I'm really excited about that. And they're cards that you can actually use. So they're not only just for aesthetics, they are also for you to be able to write in those weekly tasks. And the more you order, the more of these cards you'll receive. And we're going to be always including freebies now. So there'll be different cards, different colors of these cards, and I'm going to try to keep it fresh. So these are new to our shop. We now have the task card size or business card size adhesive pockets that are not top loading, they're side loading now. So we have both of them now in our shop. So I just added that there so I could tuck this little card in. And then we get to December. December is the same thing. I'm using the vertical layout and that's been working for me. Then we get to the end of my calendar section that has a monthly review in it so that I could take this and I could log a review of how the month went. I try to do that every now and then. I'm not always consistent with it. And then we get to my routine section. So as you can see at the top, that says routine. I had an AM and PM routine here that I wrote in on one of our sticky notes. And then I had some other routine things that I wrote here. I love routines. This is just a misprint. I printed out our, this was supposed to go on vellum, but it actually went on sticker paper by mistake. I didn't want to waste it, so I just popped it in. And then we have my planner routine, but as you guys know, I no longer need this. I just wanted to reference here to make sure that this is all covered here so I could write in some things here. I tried to make this as general as possible because this is a freebie that's available on our blog and then also available in the shop. So how it looks is like this. There's a section for daily, weekly, monthly, and then these lines are for you to write in additional things that you do daily, weekly, and monthly. And then on the back is notes, and every other page thereafter, you know, our inserts come in a set of 8. So every page thereafter are notes pages. So you can take those notes pages and stick them wherever you want in your planner. I didn't feel the need to have 8 pages of this. So you get one of these and then notes pages. And then this is my actual routine. So this is my morning routine, my afternoon routine, evening and after school. I have a whole video on my channel with how I do routines and what this all means. And the sidebar, I try to put the time it takes for me to do that routine or what day I do the routine, and that seems to help. And then I also have cleaning, work, faith, self-care, Sunday, family, home, and enrichment. So if you want to know exactly how this works during the day, then make sure to check that video out. But it pretty much goes morning, afternoon, and evening, and all of these other routines that you see here fit in on one of these time slots. And then once I get to that time slot, I look at this routine to see what I'm doing and what day of the week I'm doing it on. So again, reference that video if you have more questions. All right, and then lastly, bedtime routine, which probably could have gone. Yeah, I needed that. Okay, anyways, so, and then we get to my block schedule tasks. Every now and then my brain just works in zones. So I'll go to a block schedule if needed. Kind of works hand in hand with routines, in my opinion, and just kind of knowing what you're doing at a particular time of day. And so I love to have this for reference. I just kept that in there and I color coded it and everything. So here's my next section, which is home. These are our inserts that came in the home management stationery box. I had some home info here, which I will definitely block out. We are actively trying to see if we want to sell our home. So I wanted to find a mortgage broker, and then also we're looking for a CPA. So I wrote that information there. So that's what that was. We had a declutter challenge that was included with the inserts, and then a bunch of other pages, which I removed. I just wanted this for reference. And then this is my weekly cleaning routine. And then I had this little page in here from Clean Mama, I think, that I just tossed in there just in case. I had a daily schedule. So I just throw random things in. These are some projects I want to do for the house, and then some things I needed from Lowe's. My just cleaning routine also, but I wrote it on a different insert. I love these little inserts, just popping them in the week. And then some more fill paper for cleaning routines. All right, and then we get to meal planning. But before that, I just popped in a little folder here so I can keep the paint swatch, because this is our new color for the house. And I just wanted to have it nearby so that way I could grab some paint and I just could keep it in here for reference so I don't lose it. Our whole house is gonna be painted in either one of these colors. And I already started certain rooms and I just wanted to have this in here. And I also like the way it looks. All right, so meal planning section, we have our recipes to try was here, but now since we have a full meal planner, I no longer need this, but sometimes I just keep things popped into the planner. So 2021 meal planner at a glance looks very similar to the at a glance pages, except it's for meal planning. So that's what I keep here. I don't always write in it, but if I want to plan for a whole entire month or the whole year, then these are where I would do that. Then I had some lunch ideas for Addison, but again, since we have the full-on meal planner now, which is going great, you guys, then I just write all that information in here. So this is how our meal planner looks. So you've got your month, and then you've got your recipes to try. I write down the dish, and then I write the website, and then I check it off if I actually did try it for that month. Typically here I would write keto or whatever type of recipe it is. And then we get to our weekly menu, shopping list, and then these recipe cards don't go here. Technically, that's not how you receive them, but I pull them and I put them in the week that I'm doing that recipe for. And so I have a whole recipe keeper that I transition everything out of once the month is done. So this is where you'll put your items that you have on hand, and then the week just keeps going on and on and on. All right, and then you get to the family favorites, which I have a whole ton of stuff for family favorites. It makes you be able to pick something to cook when you just, you're struggling and you're trying to figure out what to make. You can go to these recipes because you know that they're a hit with your family. And then items to keep on hand, just your standard items, tissue, paper towel, soap, things like that. And that's where mine ends, but there's a whole ton more inserts that are included in the meal planner. So make sure to check that out if you're interested. Then I have some shopping list inserts here. These are great because you can write the store name on the side here. I've seen people use this so many different ways, and so these are great. So I just keep them in there so that I can add them as needed. I did a video on my system and my process. I just kept this insert in here for some reason. And then we get to the self-care section. As you can see, that's a side tab and not a top tab, but we do have some sections within the top tab. Sorry. We have in the top tab a fitness section, as you can see, within the self-care section, and that is it. So self-care, I keep my blood pressure log in here. I also keep my self-care routine in here. I did a whole video on my self-care routine if you guys are interested in what this is all about. This is a self-care challenge, and then this is just some skincare products and things like that I use. And so I just keep this in here for reference. Also have a vitamin regimen, and then a skincare regimen that I was working on. Who is that outside, y'all? Let me turn my phone off so you don't keep hearing that. Okay, and then immune building foods. self-care for the mind. So these are all inserts to just keep in here for reference. All right, then we get to fitness, which again is part of self-care. These are new inserts that I'm obsessed with, obsessed. So what I felt like, because we do have a full fitness planner in our shop, I felt like it was just too much, you know, to keep up with, because it was like a full planner. So you had your monthly layout and then you had your weeklies. And I just needed something that I could use that only had one page for me to track some things. So this is perfect for that. This is our food, fitness, calories log. So you've got a place to put breakfast, snack, lunch, snack, dinner, your calories, your water, your sleep, and your workouts. So I love these, love these. A lot of times, as I've mentioned before, I'll create things for me and then I'll put it out there for you guys. And if you're interested in it and your mind works like mine, then they work for you. And so we all win. So that's what's there. And then I just had this where I was putting some workouts that I could do. And I thought it would be cool to be able to pull it off and put it on that particular day of the week. So that's what this is. And these are just on our transparent sticky notes. And I could either just reference it if I would like, or I can actually pull them off like I just showed you, and it'll give me some ideas of some workouts that I can do. So that's what this is. And then we get to, I was going to do Body for Life at some point. So with Body for Life, you eat a protein, a carb, and vegetables. So I wrote all that down. So I could go back to that. It's very simple to do. So I just like to keep this in here for reference. And then more fill paper, some low carb snacks with a little page clip, some keto meals to keep on hand and on the go. Keto is my go-to diet, as you guys know. And so that's all for the fitness section. Then we get to finances. And you guys, our next box has been announced. We know what we're doing. I thought I would mention that to you guys for the next box for 2022. So go check out my Facebook group. A link is below if you are curious to see what our next theme is. And I think you guys are gonna love that box. I'm obsessed with it. I've sourced almost everything and everything is on the way here. I've just gotta create a couple more things and then we are ready to go. So I am so beyond excited about that next box and all the stuff that is coming. So go and head on over to the Facebook group if you're curious about that. So we're now in the fitness section, or finance section rather, and these are the month-on-one pages, which I love. So this is where I track my financial stuff, and this is just for me personally, not our household or business stuff. This is just for me. And so I like to track like how much I'm making from my different businesses or affiliates or whatever. So I track all of that here. Any bills I'm paying that come from my account directly, anything I'm saving, I like to track here at the bottom, and I'll add them to the calendar. So I love the month-on-one. It's very simple. I'm going to block that out too because that's got some business stuff on that side. And so let me just pull it out because I want to talk you through this page and it will be blurred out if I don't. So again, I just like the simplicity of it to be able to just pop in some stickers here and there and log some things just on a basic overview level, just so I could kind of make sure I'm on track with those bills. Okay. And then I don't know what this page is, y'all. I think this is some shop stuff too. I really need to put this in the work section, but it's financial stuff. So I just added it to the finance section. Then I have some just loose months for me to be prepared for the next month. And then I have a no spend tracker in here as well. So let me pop this back in real quick so I don't forget where that goes. All right, and then we get to the work section. So, well, first, before we get to the work section, I have a little hexagon journal card that says Rise and Slay in one of our pockets. This is a different size from the one I showed you. And I just cut it because I just want to make sure that it was the right size for this. So it worked out perfectly. So work section is next. We have our yearly overview. And so the yearly overview is where I would go ahead and track some projects and things based on which company I'm working with, either Fancy Plans Co., which is what these are for, and then this is for At Home with Quita. So anything upcoming, I will go ahead and write them in here. It also has a notes section on the back for you to log some upcoming dates for the following year. So that's where I will go ahead and start adding some things for 2022 so that I don't forget. So then next up we have video ideas. Now these are actually probably mostly filmed, so I can go ahead and check those off, but I like to just dump some ideas here on the go, or, if I think of something and I don't have time to really, write it down on the calendar, then I'll go ahead and just write it here first. Then we get to November, and so within November we have our monthly layout, and so I decorated everything. I filled in all the videos, and then on the left-hand side I like to write in some things I'm doing with brands. I don't always keep up with writing all of that in. I'll just either schedule it here or just remember that I have to do it. I am a brand ambassador for the Container Store, so I do have something that I had to do on the 9th, but I didn't receive product in time, so I'm going to do that video next week. And then I like to write if I need to do some promo videos. So I knew that the planner box was coming out, so I wanted to do a promo video for that, which is on the channel. Also the covers, I did do a little video on that as well. And then the goals vision board, I wanted to do a video on that. So I did all these promo videos. And then I like to write my subscribers for YouTube and Instagram here. We do have another printable for that, or an insert for that, which I'll show you soon. And then we have Freebie Fridays. So I like to write in the freebies that I'm doing for that particular month. So we are on the second week. So today is Freebie Friday. So we have the blank reference pages are actively on the At Home with Quita blog right now. I did make some changes to that as well, just FYI, because I know you guys were going in a loop because there was something that you had to do that I didn't tell you. And if you did it, then you knew every single time you needed to do that. But for some people, they didn't know that. And so I went in and I added a little link on the bottom of almost every page on the members only site. And even prior to logging in, that tells you where the freebie is, and you just click on it to get to the freebie. And so hopefully that helps. All right. And if you still have problems, which should be very few people now, then just let me know. All right, so that's what I track on my sidebar, and then I go ahead and write in every single video I have to do. If I know a post or a reel or a TikTok I want to do, I write that here as well. And then we get to the first week. As you guys see, I'm using the subject layout. On the left-hand side, I write to do, YouTube, to buy, Insta posts, TikTok reels, and Facebook posts, and then I write in everything I want to do for that. So that was the first week, and then this is the week that we're on. I also have items that I need to render, which means I need to make them into a PDF. And so that's what I have here, my render list. Sometimes it's extensive, just depends on how many new things that I create, and that takes a lot of time. And so that's why things sometimes take a little bit longer, especially if it's a full year of, like this particular one was an A6 full year of the sampler layout. And people don't really buy A6 that much. That's not a really super popular layout for us. So I had to render every single page and every single layout. So as you can imagine, that took a long time. And so that's sometimes why things may take a little bit longer, just depending on if it's an off size and if I've rendered them. I always list them to the shop, you guys, because I'm so excited before I render anything, because I know I can do it, rather easily. And so that's what this is. And then again, I have the other side, and I've been using all Fancy Plans Co stickers. That's what I'm doing for a while now. It might be a while before you guys see me using a lot of other company stickers, just because we have them too, and I just want to be able to, it feels good to be able to use my own stuff, y'all. Let me just say that, okay? And so I went with just a black and simple floral pattern, and I also think I'm becoming more of a simpler planner. As you can see, I just used some bullets here. I used some colorful boxes. I used some highlighters, some washi, and I called it a day. So I'm just becoming more of a simplified, less busy, minimal planner. And I really like that. It gives me more time to actually plan for the important things as opposed to decorating all of these spreads. So I really, really am enjoying planning more so. All right, then we have a half sheet. Again, I just talked you through that. And then this is our social feed planner. So I love this because the look of it is supposed to appear like the grid on your social media, like Instagram, and I think even TikTok is a little bit different, but a lot of social feeds kind of look very similar to this, I think, but mainly Instagram. And so this is a way for you to be able to plan out your whole entire feed, and then you can look at this page and see how it's going to look on your Instagram. So that's cool. Sometimes I'll highlight the box if I want this, I know my aesthetic is going to be pink or more gray or whatever. I'll highlight the box just so I can see how that's going to look visually on paper. So these are great for that. And then on the backhand side, it gets even better because there's a photo shot list. So that way you can take this and you can do a bulk photo session and capture all of those photos so that you can plan for them and you are ready to go for your social feed. All right, so that is this week. And then we have the rest of the month. And then we get to this page here, what I wrote in to help me with content. So Monday could be like Make Something Monday, Maker Monday, Monday Motivation, Must Have Monday, Handmade Monday. So these are just some prompts or some hashtags that you could use to get ideas on what to post, like Tip Tuesday, Tutorial Tuesday, Tuesday Technique, Tag Someone Tuesday, What's Going On Wednesday, Workspace Wednesday. I thought this was super cool to just be able to help me to brainstorm, because sometimes I do struggle with content content ideas, as some of you all may as well. So you may want to come up with a list like this. And if you guys want me to, I can type something out for you guys and include it as a freebie on the blog. Okay, next up, these are new inserts from the shop. One of my PR girls, Robin, shout out to Robin, by the way, she asked me if I could create something like this, and it had been something I had on my to-do list, but you know, sometimes y'all push me, which is great, to do certain things, and so I went ahead and created this social stats tracker. So this is a great way for you to be able to just track all of your stats and your growth on social media. So I've been writing in it. I don't write it every day. I just write, you know, anytime I think about it, just to kind of see the growth of where I'm going. Sometimes I go down, and sometimes I go up. Hopefully we're going up. This is for the month of November. And then since there's so many slots here, it's going to be November through maybe January, because it just depends on how many times you're trying to track. So these are great front and back. Of course, I've got several sheets of those in here. Again, y'all, with a minimal look, just that pop of black makes it stand out. You could use stickers if you want, but we minimal planners. If you're here, you're most likely a minimal planner to some degree. You probably like a little splash of color here and there, but there's a reason why you're here and why you support Fancy Plans Co., because you're more on the minimal side. Although we do have a lot of colorful items too, don't get me wrong. So that's just where I'm at right now, and that can change. Later, I could get back into my, colorful vibe and want all the things, but for now, I'm just a simple planner. And I like very minimal color, and I'm good with that. So next up, we have our social feed planner, just fill paper. So I just keep that sprinkled in there so I have it for reference, or actually to be able to grab when I need it. Again, sometimes stuff I have with polka dots, and sometimes I have stuff with polka dots and without polka dots, just because I think it all works very well together. So as you can see, I printed these out, no polka dots, and most everything you'll see is going to have polka dots. So we do have the option for both in the shop. And so this is a half sheet. I love half sheets, just to be able to pop in your planner as well, of some things that I needed to order. And then we are going to flip mostly through the business section. Let me show you what I'm using, what's in back of here, because I can't show you the whole page, because that is like a lot of information that I can't show you because it's for the shop. And it's basically all of our stuff that's coming out, our new releases. And it has financial information too. Okay, so these are the pages I'm using for that. I love these. These are fairly new to the shop. They're product launches pages. So I use these to indicate all of our product launches that are coming out. So the yearly overview pages are where I'll write in all of the projects. So I typically have one for Fancy Plans Co., which is what this is. And then I have one for AtHomeWithQuita projects. So I was trying to save this for 2022 because we're almost at 2022, but I just had so much coming out for Fancy Plans Co. And so I need to go ahead and use that. So I'll just pop another one in for next year. And then we get to video ideas. So these are some ideas of videos I wanted to do, and I think that they are all scheduled or completed. So I'm gonna start checking some of those things off. All right, so next up is a little half page that just gives me some reminders of some things to order. So I've got that there. And then y'all, I can't show you like the next 4 pages. This is my work section. You guys remember I used to have a whole different planner for work, but now everything's consolidated into this planner, and it's been working so well to just have everything all in one planner. So the pages in back of you are these pages here that are called product launches pages. And I love these pages. I'm so glad I decided to create them. They're fairly new to the shop. They have a space for date, product, tasks, notes. And so I'll write the product that I ordered, and maybe even from what vendor. I'll write the task, so whether it be order, pay invoice, whatever I need to do remaining, and then also notes. And then once I get it in and it's stocked, then I'll go ahead and check it off. So that's what you saw there. We have so many things coming, you guys. So I have 2 full pages of these filled in, and I can't show you because it's got, business stuff, financial stuff, numbers and things like that, where I order things from. I don't always want to mention that either. And so I like to keep certain things hidden, okay? So that is what is on those pages that you just saw me flip through rather quickly. So this is how that page would look blank. So I've got a couple of pages in here because I use these very, very quickly because I'm always sourcing. And then this next page is what is included in the next box that is launching, which again, I said, head on over to our Facebook group if you want to know what that is. It's going to be fire, y'all. I promise you're going to love it. Okay. And so that's what the page looks like. It's just our engineering grid pages. And so I just write in random notes here. All right. So I think that's all that's here in the work section, besides one more page here, daily tasks. This is just where I write in whenever I do a collection. I'll write in everything I need to do for the collection and check it off. All right, then we get to the faith section. I have a full faith planner, so I only keep certain things here. This is our 2021 year's text. It's a scripture, and so I'll be doing this for 2022, probably this weekend. So that's just on our vellum. And then we get to scriptures I want Addison to learn. As she learns them, I check them off. And just this page here that I was going to write in some important scriptures. Not sure if I'm going to keep them on this page, but I kept that in there. And then this is my weekly schedule for my meeting prep, my ministry, the kids, and Zoom. So I love this because it allows me to see everything on one page, and I can scroll across to see what I'm doing on that particular day. All right, so that's it for Faith. Short and sweet, right? All right, then we get to the school section. I'm probably going to cover that up as well. And that is just Addison's library card. And then we get to November school stuff. And so this is everything that's going on for the month for Addison School. Sometimes I decorate, sometimes I don't. It just all depends on how I'm feeling. And so there's that. And then as you can see, this week I was not motivated to plan, but I always make sure I write her spelling words because that's very important. She has a spelling test every single Friday. So I want to make sure that I write them in so that we can go over them every week and she can ace that test, okay? So I at least wrote that in. All right, and then we get to her schedule. So this is her schedule at school. And then we've got some different things that I like to do on the day for Addison, whether that be sight words, math, reading, and all that good stuff. Then this was her back to school checklist. I keep this in here because I'll probably use this for next year as well. Don't see much changing there. And then you guys, oh, this is what I do like 1 week before school, 2 weeks before school, so this 1 month before the first day, 2 weeks before the first day, 1 week before the first day, the night before the first day, and the first day. So I like to keep this in here as well. So I keep that there. All right. And then I was writing down her spelling words here initially, as you can see. And then I decided to just write them on the daily spread. All right, or on the weekly spread. All right, next we get to the personal section. So this is my goals vision board that you guys saw me do on the channel. And as you can see, I finished it in terms of decorating it. And it's so, so pretty. I love the black floral there. And as you can see, you open it up like that. And we've got more that way. And then we even flip it this way. And we've got more on that end. So this is the coolest thing in the world. So I'm gonna write in all of my goals. And as you know, you don't have to do it exactly like this and make it a fold out. You can literally just pop the inserts in. They are punched according to what you had asked for. So that way you don't have to do it like this if this is just too complicated. So as you can see, I started to write some things in. And so hopefully I can get this completed. Maybe I'll do it on camera for you guys if you're interested in that. All right, then we have affirmations. I love affirmations, so I just write them in. We have 50 best practices for living a well-designed life. You guys saw this multiple times. Something that I found on Pinterest and just printed out for myself. So I've got there, and then I've got a reading log and podcast log, some things to track on my planner, a color code key. Oh yeah, because I think I was gonna do a video, you guys, on something about color coding. So these were just sections that you could, I don't know what this is for, you guys, but I'm sure it'll come to me at some point. How to become a minimalist, some things I wanted to order for myself personally, some things I was waiting on that I can actually check off, and a little clip here in like a green color, very cute. So I just keep it clipped there. And then we have another one of those clear pages and another vellum that you could stack. And then we get to the family section. This is just a work in progress. We have an hourly schedule that I'm working on. So this was when I started writing it in, and I said I'm just going to write it in here, and then once I get it fine-tuned, I'm going to write it on the other pages just so it can look neat. And then I have a sample schedule for myself. And I love these inserts also because you can write in the schedule, and then on the side you can write in the details. So let's say you wanted to do the daily text. You could write in what the text was or whatever other details you want about that. Also other things that you want to do within that window, like this was going to be my eating window, but I also want to take my vitamins in that window. And then like your workout, what do you want to do for the workout? For your work schedule, what types of things you do. So I love to have that secondary column there so that way you could write in some additional details. All right, and then we get to some things to do during the pandemic. I was making a list of that, like tennis. We could go feed the ducks. We could go to a petting zoo. Just different things I wrote in, and then some ideas for Malachi. Try to figure out what he wants to do after college, or after high school rather. Date night ideas, and that is it for my personal section. And then brain dump. As you guys know, this was a freebie that is still available on the blog. We keep all of the freebies that I talk about during a everyday video, but Freebie Fridays, freebies are always rotated. So every Friday there's a new freebie. So you can always access the general freebies, and you'll see them split up on the blog. So this was for brain dumping. So here's some prompts for that. I did a whole video on that, so make sure to check that out if you're wondering how to use these. There's a notes section, and then this is how you organize your brain dump. So this was really, really cool. I really enjoyed that video. And then this is how to kind of section them out. So things that need to be done now, soon, later, and if you have time. All right, and then this was another video I did on how to create a to-do list. I just kept that in there. Sometimes I just keep things in there. Random fill paper. And then we've got the list section. You guys know I'm a list maker, but I have a whole list planner, which is a Skinny Classic planner. It's on my shelf over here, and that is where I write majority of my lists. But I do have a camping list in here. We are a camping family. We love camping. To do in Atlanta, to do in the spring, some camping sites that I was looking up, and that's it for the list section. Then in my notes section, I literally just keep fill paper. So I just keep in some paper back here so I can always have paper whenever I need to restock any section. Then we have a piece of plastic here. This was actually our old divider dashboards that I glued some, or put some adhesive on our sticky notes here, and then this is where I keep my pins. So I've got 2 different color pin loops, and I have that all attached here, and so that way I can have 3 pins in my planner because I just like to have options. And then these folders are available, or these are actually our snap-in pouches, are available on the shop. They're really cute. They're zipper pouches. We have them right now in A5 and half liter, but they are arriving very soon. They're on the way. They should be here any day. And classic size, mini size, and we actually have skinny classic now already here. And then big is coming as well, letter size. So I'm really excited about that. So that is my planner, you guys. As you guys can see, it's already hard to turn. And these are 1.50 discs. These are right in between Happy Planner Classic and Happy Planner Expander discs. So to me, they're the perfect size because they're right in the middle. Sometimes I feel like the expander discs are too large and the classic size discs are too small. So this is right in the middle of that. So we are trying to see if we can get some larger discs. So stay tuned. We're constantly adding things. It's a lot because financially it's a thing, you know, you've got to pay for this stuff. So we always try to choose wisely and make sure we're strategic and it's stuff that you guys actually want. So that is my planner flip through. I felt like I haven't done one of those in a long time. And you guys, I low key really love a good flip through. I watch them all the time on YouTube. I love flip through videos. They're probably my favorite type of videos. And I know I showed you this pin, but let me give you another glance at it because this is what's included in the planner box. And this is probably the most exciting item to me because I just think it's so beautiful. Like, I just love the look of it and I love writing with it. And again, we have refills for them as well. We also have one of these pens that looks very similar to this in black. And so we'll be stocking different types of these pens in the shop for you guys. All right, so that is it for this flip through, you guys. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Again, this cover is coming very soon. That's how hard it is to close it because I got so much stuff in here. And for the time being, we do have the quilted covers coming on Monday, and we only have a very limited quantity of them. I think I need to mention that to you guys because we only have a very limited quantity of them. Also, when it comes to, and I'll probably go live on Monday just to kind of talk you through things. We got our sleeves in for the planners, the dust bags, and the sizes were off. So we're going to use the dust bags we have up until there are no more. We weren't able to use 200 of them. And so that was a real bummer. So I went ahead and placed the order for the correct sizes. So we should be good for the next go around. But some of the covers will be in the dust bag, which are gorgeous, by the way. I wish I had them up here so I could show you. And some of them will be wrapped very pretty in tissue paper. So just take note of that. And they'll all come with the freebies. They'll all be very beautifully packaged. And really, you just want the planner anyways. But I know you love a good unboxing situation. So we're really bummed about the dust bags. But we fixed it. For next go around, we should have no issues. And so that is it for this video. And again, this is the ostrich cover coming after the next release. So you got one release in between that and this. So this will be premium leather. Again, it'll be priced a little bit differently. I talked about it all in the previous video, talking about covers. And then the one that's coming next will be a little bit more premium, but it won't be as expensive as some you've seen. It'll still be budget friendly, but because of the leather is real good leather, and a little bit more pricey, it's going to be priced accordingly. All right, so there's that. And then don't forget, you guys, this is also a thing too, okay? And let me give you a quick tour of how this looks, just in case you're wondering. Again, I think this is going to fit your mini perfectly. It's also perfect for, like, let's say an iPad mini. So this is my iPad mini. If I just wanted an additional little cover here, I could use this. That would be really cute, and just stick this in my bag. It's up to you with how you use them. But the beautiful thing about them is that they include a notebook. So here are the two that I'll be giving away, packaged just like this. As you can see, they have a notebook in there. So I'm not going to open this up. Well, I don't know. I just feel like I want you to open it, you know? I've never opened them before, but just know that it comes with a notebook, as you can see. So I think I told you guys about them. They are on the Coach website. If they've restocked them for 50 bucks. And if you guys haven't bought them all, because last time I told you about them, they all sold out. So I'm not sure if they were able to restock them. I'm also looking for the one that has a little floral pattern on the bottom. So I'm going to be checking today, see if I can find those. So I said, let me just give these away to you guys because I already have two of them. I have this one, and then I have one in my purse. And so I have two extra to give away. And so that's what we're going to do. So check the description below to see exactly how you can enter to win one of these Coach covers. You're going to love them. Again, they say they're for A5. The notepad is probably A5 in here, but it really fits a mini perfectly. You can't fit an A5 in here or half letter in here. So I'll leave that to you. It is going to be available to 2 people, and so the details will all be below if you are interested in entering to win one of these covers. So thank you guys so much for joining me today. I really appreciate you stopping by to catch another video. Hopefully you enjoyed it so much so you will give me a thumbs up on this video. You'll consider subscribing to my channel if you're new here, and of course I want you to come back by and catch another video, in which case I'll see you then.